Good morning, guys. It's Nicole from Nick's Village. I'm going to finish up my readings for this week with my Pisces reading. And hopefully I'll be able to get to my Aries reading to begin the next week. And then I have to go. So good morning. Hope you had a wonderful evening. Again, this is going to be the Pisces reading. Pisces, little bitty fishy, last but not leasty. I used to listen to Power 99 FM when I was younger, and the guy that did the horoscopes, he used to always say that, and I just love it. Little bitty fishy, last but not leasty. So we're going to see what's going on with the Pisces. My website is www.nicksvillage.com. If you want to get your own reading, you can sign up and we'll do a personal reading. I do them by email, by video chat, in person. And if you're outside of my traveling area, I do charge for traveling to you. Please comment, like, subscribe to my channel, share my videos. Helps me to be seen and, might help someone else to get a message that they need. But we'll get started. Start our Pisces reading today. What do we have for the Pisces? What do Pisces need to know today? Pisces. Pisces. Pisces reading. Oracle card. So we need for the Pisces. The oracle card is the Shaman of Courage. Shaman of Courage. Then your cards today are the Six of Wands, the Three Little Pigs, and the Seven of Swords. So again, collective consciousness, we pull some of the same cards for these readings, but they don't always mean the same thing. So wands are spiritual principles, swords are struggles, and major arcana are major spiritual things that you're learning on your journey here. So we're going to start with the Six of Wands. It's the maypole. You have 6 little fairies dancing around a maypole with a butterfly at the top. Butterfly symbolizes transformation. So very, very much what's sticking out to me is the yellow, and I'm saying to myself in my head, like, what's the yellow mean? And I keep hearing soul, like it's a soul transformation. It's a celebration. It's a I would say when I see that card, what I keep getting is that it's the celebration of this time that you're in, which is a transformational time, but you're not going through that transformation alone. Like a lot of times you get like the Hermit card, and it's saying to you, it's time for you to go away by yourself and figure some things out. And I feel like this card is telling you to be amongst your people, that something is transforming, but it's not something that needs to incubate alone or be alone. It's something that needs to be brought out with your people. And it's your soul. It's something in my soul delights is what's coming to me. It's like there's something that there's a way that you're transforming that is going to bring you into this authentic state of who you are. It's going to get you in touch with exactly who you are. This solar plexus is very big in this card for me today. It almost feels like this transformation and these being with your people is going to like wipe off the lens, and you're going to be able to see more clearly how to connect to basically the essence of you, of who you are, and it's with delight. So you delight in who you are. So Pisces, I would say with this card that if you are invited to something magical with your friends, go for it. If you are thinking about hosting something delightful with your friends, host it. Now is the time for you to commune with your people and really start making things happen for yourself, this self, the center of who you are. Next, I'm going to go to the Seven of Swords. So you have him, and he's contemplating, he's looking out the window. He's journaling. So the things I noticed today, and if you're with me for a while, you'll notice that in different readings and at different times, different things in the cards hit me. So I noticed today that he's writing with purple ink. And the purple ink immediately took me to the third eye, to intuition. It makes me think of automatic writing. There's a lady, Nancy Cook, that does automatic writing workshops. And this is what this makes me think of, especially because he's looking off to the distance and he's kind of just writing. It feels to me that it's telling you to follow your intuition, like intuitively write the story. Create the next step. It's manifestation. And then I get to the bird, and the bird before, the bluebird before, gives me very strong throat chakra. Speak, express. So I feel like it's express. Write it down. Draw the story. Lay it out. What does it look like? How does it play out? You're the creator of it. Use your intuition. Intuitively, how does it play out? I keep trying to understand the struggle, and I feel like the struggle is The struggle is just knowing that you can do that. Like, just knowing that you're the creator of your life. You create it. You manifest it. And I know that's a big concept and it's hard for people to understand. But where we decide to vibrate, what we decide to engage with is exactly what the universe gives us over and over and over again. Because if we're engaging, it means we are attracted. We want that. And so the universe tries to give us what we want. For the first time, I'm seeing a dog sitting there. And that dog is making me think of being loyal, being true, speaking your truth, writing your truth, knowing that where you're going is where you're going. So it feels connected to this card because it feels like, yeah, you want to get with your people and you want to find that joy, that thing that sparks you, but you always want to know that ultimately it's your path that you're creating and you're moving on. It's like I meet people on the path, but those people they're not creating the path. I'm creating the path, even the people that I'm meeting with. So it's like almost like create that path that takes you to this place that allows you to express yourself, your core, where you delight. Yeah, I feel like this guy right here looks out and daydreams, but doesn't put it into action. I feel like you're being asked to put into action, to daydream, to create it, to speak it, to be loyal to yourself and honest to yourself as you express it, and then to go out and actually engage and find it. It's one thing to like write down what I think my joy is or what I think I want my path to be. But if I don't go out, Pisces, and actually do the things that I'm describing, then I'll never know. Let me see. And that's what I'm getting. Let me see if I can find the pendulum. I don't think I have the pendulum in here. I think I left it out in the car. But I'm going to go with that because that's how I feel. I feel really good about that. And I struggled a little bit with those two cards together. Yeah. And then Pisces, we're going to get to the Three Little Pigs, which is card 20. So remember, this is the Fool's Journey. It goes from 0 to 21. And card 20, as you see, is the Three Little Pigs. And the wolf has presented himself again, and he's trying to get into their house. And this is the final house. And it's made of bricks. And it has a fire going in the chimney, in the fireplace. And so when you get to card 20, it's always a question of, we're at the end. Have we learned the lessons? Did we learn the lessons? Are we learning the lessons? I'm sitting here, and for the first time I'm drawn to the wind is howling. It's like screaming. And so as I look at the card, I'm like, so the wind is coming down the chimney and almost putting their fire out. And so they have to diligently keep stoking that fire, keep giving air to that fire to combat that the wind and the cold is coming through. And the wolf is trying to come in. And so they can't let the fire go out. And the intensity of that moment of wondering. It's like you go in to take the test and you show up for the test and like, where's your pencil? Where's your this? Where's your that? Like, are you going to overcome all of the things that get in your way to show that you've got the knowledge? So like what it makes me feel like is you're at the end of a cycle. You've learned something. You've completed this cycle. Like the universe has taken you on this trip. And you have completed this cycle. And you're at the end of the cycle and it's test time. And as you're coming up on test time, stuff is getting really hard. Stuff is coming out of, the wind is blowing, the wolf is here, like it's all popping up at once. And it's like, do you take a deep breath and dig in and use the tools that you've gained along this journey? Pisces, is that what you do? Or do you give up? And that's where you're at right now. So you've been on a journey probably towards self-reflection and what do you really want and what are you really trying to create? What are you really trying to create? What do you really want? And it's hard. It's the end. It's like, it's test time. And it's kind of like a shit or get off the pot moment. It's like, what are you going to do, Pisces? You're here, you're at the test. Are you going to succumb to the wind and the rain and the howling wolf and all of that? Or are you going to dig in, grab your tools, and create that life that you imagined, that you wrote about, that you talked about? Are you going to create that you dance for, that you have joy with your friends, are you going to create that life? Are you there? Have you created it? That's something that only you know, Pisces. I don't know. But that's what the cards are saying to you, like, it's test time. Where are you at? What are you doing? So then we'll go to the Shaman of Courage. Shaman of Courage, finding the courage to advance, facing danger, maintaining calm, transforming fear into power. I will be there to help you discover the resources that lie within you, resources that you may not know you possess. Courage is one of the fundamental resources of life, and without it, we come to a standstill physically and mentally. Often it takes great fortitude for us to travel toward our goal, for inevitably we will encounter hardships along the way, yet we can summon up from the deep inside ourselves the courage we need, however much we may doubt it. While this is most true of those who find themselves in extremes of stress, conflict, or danger, it is also true of those who face a purely inward challenge. So the Shaman of Courage is here to give you courage to face this challenge of what are you going to do? It's time for you to have the life that you want, the life that you've imagined. But what are you going to do to make that happen? Are you going to use the tools that you've been learning along the path? Or are you going to just give up and let it go? And because I'm saying that, I feel like that might be the Pisces way to just give up. And I'm encouraging you to reach into your toolbox and to use your tools and to create the life that you want. And the Shaman of Courage is here to help you. So that's it for Pisces reading today. If you want a more in-depth reading, you can get in touch with me at www.nixvillage.com. You can subscribe to this channel, like, share, comment on my videos. All that is very helpful to me. Thank you guys for being here with me this morning, and I will see you again soon.